everyone. Welcome back. So who wants to start? How was your week this week?
I can start.
Okay, Jane.
Terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, my EMS is acting out. Well, you probably saw me. I had to come in with a walker. It was hard to get here, honestly. I was in bed most of the time.
Yeah.
It's been painful. It's been the worst week since I was diagnosed.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, thank you for being here under those circumstances. Lucy, how was your week having to see your mom so ill?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, Mom's been in bed. She said she's napping most of the time when I get home from school, so I just do my own thing. But, you know, I've had soccer games and I've had practice and I've all this stuff that I have to get to, and, you know, I still don't have my license. So
Yeah.
Mom usually takes me, but
Yeah, it's just gone.
she's been in bed, so I had to call Dad. And how do you think that went over? You know, I had to put something else on his plate and then
So
watch
there
it
was
blow
some
up.
conflict
Watch
there.
it blow up, yeah.
So, Roger, how was that for you this week, having to juggle Lucy's schedule and your schedule and taking care of your wife? How was your week?
It was difficult. My wife's father came in town to visit to help, whatever that was. But I ended up doing the driving around, majority of the cooking, chauffeuring my daughter around to her events.
Dad,
I
you
don't-
won't even let me get my permit. What do you expect? You're going to have to drive me around till I'm 100 years old.
Sweetie, I've got a lot of stuff to do, okay?
Me
Your
too.
mother needs care, and I don't even know if all of my wife's issues are, like, legitimate. I mean, how do I judge that?
Are you serious?
That's how I feel, honey. It's too much.
So, when you say you're not sure if they're legitimate, can you explain that to me a little bit more in depth? What do you mean by that?
I mean, I don't mean to trivialize the whole thing, but how do I
Well,
know?
But you are.
How do I know what you're going through is real? I mean, and then Lucy has her things, and then you're ill.
She
I
can't
have
get
to
out
take
of
care of you.
bed.
I'm
Yes.
talking to your mother.
Okay, all right. Let's give Roger his chance to talk.
Look, it's a lot. And then I know her dad meant well, okay? But when her dad came in town, he needed accommodations, you know. We have her my wife's medical equipment is all over the place. And then, of course, Lucy, she's getting older. And it's just a lot. It's just, everything's just going downhill with Roger. And Roger's on the bus with it. It's just, I don't know.
So, if you had to pinpoint one thing that you're here for this week, what would it be? You mentioned going downhill.
I want things to turn around, and I just don't feel like they're turning around. I mean, it's too much. I just don't, it's not the same. I just need things to turn around.
So, what I'm hearing is it's either good or it's bad. We're either going downhill or we're
Yeah,
good.
very much so. I mean, it's,
And it's always bad. According to him, it's always bad.
Always.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm on my own with this whole thing. Everything's on my shoulders, and it's just, I don't know.
So what I'm hearing from each party here is this aspect of polarizing. Like you said, it's either good or it's bad, and for him it's always bad. And
And I'm always bad. And Mom's always bad. It's like we can't.
No one is saying your mother's bad. I'm just
Well,
saying
no,
it's
you're
a
just
lot.
saying
It's
you're
a
just saying
lot.
I'm faking
Alright,
it. You
alright.
know, it's like, do you really think I like I enjoy to stay in bed all day, not being able to drive Lucy around, like have to walk with a walker?
Okay, I
Do
want
you
to
really think I'm
I want
making
to
it up?
stop you real quick. So, what I'm hearing from you, Jane, is that when he is saying these things of we're failing, we're falling apart, we're going downhill, that you feel what? You think
Well,
what?
I think he's blaming me. And like, it's hard not to feel guilty for being, sick. I'm sorry I got diagnosed with MS, Like, I didn't ask for it.
Okay. So again, I'm hearing this maybe even catastrophizing of we again are falling apart. We're a failure as a family.
Yes.
I believe we are. We are failing.
So, Roger, let me ask you, how's that working for you, thinking that way?
It's not. It's not working. But it is what it is.
So
We're not working.
So when something like this week happens and Lucy calls you up and says, "Dad, I need a
Yeah.
ride to soccer."
It's not the end of the world. Like, I had to get a ride from you that you weren't expecting, and, you know,
Do
So-
you
I
blow
mean,
up.
All right. So let's take that example, right? What's the next step? What happens next? She asked for something, a ride to soccer practice,
then
because your wife is ill in bed. What's next?
I have to rearrange my schedule. You
Okay,
know,
you have to it's an inconvenience.
it's
maybe.
very inconvenient.
Okay,
My
well-
wife's needs are important too. I mean,
So what happens after that? It's an inconvenience. You rearrange your schedule.
I rearrange my schedule. I gotta go pick up my daughter. It's just, and then everything gets thrown off. You know, for the whole day. Dinner's prepared late, which is something I also have to do because Lucy's never home. You know, my wife, she can't do it, or she says she can't do it. It's just
Again?
everything.
Again?
Okay, so things get rearranged. Then what happens? If
I-
we're
I
going,
keep having to adjust. That's what's happening. I keep having to adjust.
and what's the problem with adjusting? What happens after the adjusting? What happens after the change for you?
There is no change. It's still the same. It's the illness.
It's still failing.
It's still
you
failing.
still-
Yes, it's still failing.
You are failing. Your wife is failing as a mother. You are failing as a couple. You feel as if your daughter is failing in her expectations for the two of you, and as a family, failing.
Failing. And I don't know what to do about it. We're failing.
So let's break it down then. If we're going to follow this whole catastrophizing pattern, you fail. What is failing? What happens when you fail? What's the worst that could happen?
My wife is gone. That's
I'm not gone. I'm here.
But
you
maybe
don't
maybe-
understand what I'm saying.
I do
maybe
not.
you're not here in the same ways. Is that what you're saying, Roger?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And she's not here. You're not here in the same way now. It's
And so then what happens? Let's bring it even further. She dies. Not to be insensitive, but let's take it all the way. Then what happens?
we don't have a family anymore. It's-
Let me stop you there, though.
What about
look,
me?
Look over here. You still got Lucy.
You're my family, Lucy, but
Oh, begrudgingly, I'm his family. Look at
that's
that.
not what I meant, okay? This is my wife.
But let me put. That's what she heard.
Yeah, I'm not good enough.
Again, like I said, failing.
Yeah,
Each of you
that's what it feels like.
feeling like a failure. So I wanna work at this core belief that you guys have. Work at this catastrophizing and polarizing that you do individually and as a family. So this week, I want us to do a little homework, and I want us to be able to pinpoint what it is that each of you are saying to each other that makes you think that I'm a failure. So when you go home this week, I want you to keep a journal. I want you to keep track, keep tally of every time you have that thought, I'm a failure, and what inspired that? Who said what that made you think I'm a failure? Okay?
I'm gonna get a journal.
Yeah. Well, but soon enough, we'll know what those pinpoints are, and we'll be able to change it. And we'll turn that thought from, I'm not a failure. I can do this. We can do this. Does that sound good?
I'm gonna try.
That's all I can ask for. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.